Hi, everyone. It is Friday morning, and I totally forgot to do Alternative Healing Thursday yesterday. I was planning on doing a lot more lives because my schedule has gotten a little bit crazy. Um, just for example, over the weekend, my mother-in-law got hit by a car, so she's been in Boston, which is like an hour away, and she just got moved to another place about 30 minutes away. So we've been visiting her. And last night I went to go visit her, and then it's just been absolute chaos. So I'm here right now live, and I'm going to give you your alternative Thursday lesson on Feng Shui. So I would really like to do a couple of different lessons here and have you guys partake, which you could just take a picture, for example, in this one, of your front entrance, or if you have any questions about, which door you should be decorating or feng shuiing to really heighten your good fortune. And the thing about feng shui that a lot of people don't know is it actually starts outside first. Like it starts, with your environment, right? Not inside, but outside. What is it like out there? If you get a lot of sun, if you're in a busy city, if there are a lot of factories around you, or companies, or a funeral home, there's a whole bunch of different external aspects that you wouldn't even think about. But what's really important for your home, and where to start there, and maybe we can talk a little bit about outside, like in general, like trees. Sometimes they can either help you to attract good chi, or sometimes they can actually block you from having good chi enter your home just by the way that they are placed. But today I am here to talk about your front entrance. And this is really important because a lot of people don't look at their front entrance as something that is going to attract them good fortune. And the thing is, it is where it all starts, right? You need to be able to attract super positive chi before it can even enter your home, right? So you can kind of look at it like this: like if you have a really hard time with pizza delivery drivers or people delivering your mail and they can't find your home, and there's this trouble, there's this miscommunication with people finding your actual home, right? That's a problem. That's a red flag right there, where, positive chi cannot find your home if, a human cannot find your home. So you need your address completely visible. And I actually have a hard time with this because I have two separate entrances to my house. And my true entrance, we do not use 100% of the time, barely at all. Because on my side entrance that we use all of the time, we have our garage there, we have our driveway there, and it's just easier to enter the house. We even put our trash out that way, even though it's not our street. It's a different street over by our side entrance. So it's easy to see how chi could get confused there, right? So I started, I just completely renovated my side entrance, and I'm going to start renovating my front entrance because people have a hard time finding my home. The other day, someone delivered an Amazon package to a different house and took a picture of it, because they're doing that now, and said it's delivered. So I actually had to go and walk around my neighborhood to find my Amazon package, which is totally messed up. And that is a huge problem, which is why over this weekend, I'm going to completely redo my cleaning and staining and just really updating my front entrance, because it looks like no one lives there, right? And I've only been here a year, and as everyone knows, there's always a ton of different projects that you really need to use. But with outdoor things, you're up against the heat or the snow or the rain, right? So this weekend I'll have to attach a couple of pictures. I'm very happy about how my side entrance came out. But anyways, I had to purchase, let me actually grab it quickly so I can show you. Because literally no one can find our house. I had to purchase this sign. So this is my street address, obviously, but it's like a light reflector and it's double-sided. So I'm gonna put this bad boy out, and if no one can find my house, I'm going to be freaking pissed because I spent a lot of money on that sign so that people can find it, because people just have a really hard time. And I would like more good fortune in my life, and because I'm a Feng Shui practitioner, it's my duty to help Chi find my house. So if any of you guys also have that problem with your home entrance, let me know, because it does suck for some of us. Another thing too is the front door color actually matters. So normally in Feng Shui or in some schools, they would say that a red door to your front entrance attracts abundance and prosperity and really good chi. But what I was taught is it also depends on your environment. So if you live in the city or you live on a really, really busy street and you come home feeling anxious a lot of the times and there's just a lot of chaos going on, you actually want to have a more yin colored door. So we're talking about dark blues, deep purples, a black door, a gray door, something more calming. And it's not going to repel positive chi, it's just going to help that yin and yang balance. Now, if you live somewhere that has a lot of nature, or perhaps you have a body of water nearby, you want to go with the more poppy, brighter colored front entrance, the front door color. So I just painted mine, it's called Sweet Plum. So it's almost like, I don't know, like a neon magenta. It actually looks super, super good. So I'm really happy about that. But I would love to see a picture of your front entrance. Another thing too is, you know, colors are attractors, right? So decorating your front entrance is one of the best things that you can do to attract chi, right? A super beautiful colored, you know, same thing here. If you have a very chaotic external environment like that busy street, you might want to add something more peaceful for a welcoming mat. But if you're someone like me who, like, we're kind of on a street that people come through, but we do have woods by us, you know, I want to go with more colors. And you want to have a welcome mat because you want to welcome in chi. So that's very important. You want to keep your welcome mat clean. You don't want it like looking gross or anything, so have maintenance with that. What else? So decorations too, string lights, statues for protection out there. A lot of people use you know, the dragons or a lion sometimes, or whatever actually speaks to you. That's going to protect your house. And it doesn't necessarily mean clutter your whole front entrance, because clutter is like the worst thing ever. But you really want to decorate it in a way that is super welcoming, right? Because chi, you can kind of think about it like, I don't know, an ADHD dog or child, where it's like, you want to get its attention because it's moving, it's constantly moving, and it needs to find you because you want, you know, positive vibes and good luck in your home. Another thing too is taking care of, you know, what your front entrance is made out of. Here, this was my grandmother's house that we had bought, and it's a very old house. It's a very, very old house. And my front entrance, I have a little porch, and it's made out of wood. And our wood, before I went and stained it, was super gray and really, really falling apart. And that's not freaking good at all. Not only did it look bad, but also, you know, it kind of stands for not being supported, right? You're not being supported. You don't really care about chi coming to your house. There's all these like little subconscious meanings to everything. So staining that and rejuvenating it and making it look beautiful really does make a difference. Now, if you have something like brick or concrete, I think those are the other two materials people usually use. Just keep it clean, keep it clean. Make sure you're cleaning it off constantly. By constantly, I mean, like once a month. Keep up with it, because the more that you take care of your house, the more it's going to repay you with good fortune. Let me check my other notes. So, okay, so shiny things, again, like going back to the analysis with the ADHD dog or child, shiny things are going to attract chi, as funny as that is. So fresh flowers, like a garden by your front entrance, even those potted, those potted plants that are hanging, or wind chimes, right? Wind chimes make beautiful melodies, and they really do attract chi. So having a wind chime by your front entrance, decorating your home with, or your front entrance with a wreath, that makes a difference, right? When you look at someone's front entrance and they have a beautiful wreath and it's decorated really nicely, it almost makes them appear wealthy, right? If you went and you drove around a well-to-do neighborhood versus a neighborhood of poverty, there are differences there, and there are differences there, feng shui wise as well, right? It's absolutely insane. And another thing I have been noticing too is that in more poverty-based places, there's not a lot of nature, right? It's a lot of buildings, and there's just not a lot of life or chi there, right? But you can make that difference even if you are struggling with money right now, to really help yourself out by working with your front entrance. Another couple of things are like lanterns or celebrating the seasons, right? That's really honoring the 5 elements and chi. So right now it's summer until my birthday's on Sunday, and usually my birthday falls on the fall equinox. So yeah, so it's sometime coming up is fall, meaning you want to take out your fall decorations. You want to start to celebrate the metal element that is coming up. And then in the winter, we celebrate the water element. So there's different things that you can start to celebrate along with chi, just by honoring, the seasons and changing things up. So another couple of things too is walkways. And interestingly enough, we don't really, unless you're building your house, I don't think you really have a huge say in how your walkway looks like. But a meandering walkway is always the best. And what that means is no like straight like beeline, because that tends to add rushing chi. If you do have a straight walkway like I do, adding things like decorations on the steps or even the welcome mat will slow down the chi before it hits the door. So again, I think that's pretty much all that I have, and it's simple, but it does take time. Like it took me like 2 days at, I don't know, like 6 to 7 hours each day. So it took me like 14 hours to basically stain my small porch, never mind my big one, but it makes a difference. The more you take care of your house, the more appealing and visible you make your front entrance, whether that needs to be more yang or beautiful with yin colors and decorations, it's really going to pay off. So I would love to encourage you to actually take a picture of your front entrance, or if you have a hard time with your front, like determining your front entrance, because I know a lot of people use their garage entrance as opposed to their true front entrance, or if you have two front entrances, really, like me, it can get confusing. So I'd love to help you out with that, and I will I will put in the pictures of my before and after of my porch. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm so sorry again. It's one day late, but it worked out. So I will see you guys next week for a flower reading Tuesday, I believe. All right. Thank you so much for coming. Bye.